We were just playing around with the blanket stitch that's built into the Singer Confidence sewing machine. But next, let's play with the satin stitch. So satin stitch applique means you're picking a zigzag and then making it really, really short so it covers up the edge, and when you wash that edge, it's not a raw edge, it's actually very secure. So what you're looking for is a zigzag, and then you're going to bring the stitch length really close together. Now where? That's all going to depend on the thickness of your thread. So sometimes what I'll recommend for testing is start with a zigzag. So find a width that you like, and then as you stitch, narrow it down until the machine's still, oh, I got it too close together. It's starting to pile up there. So I want to make sure that's going. Speaking of piling up, I should actually be having the in foot on, and the reason for it is because the cutout behind the foot allows for that thickness, a place to maneuver, where this foot, it's actually kind of catching, which it did, it kind of piled up sooner because there's not that little extra cutout. So let me start by just switching feet, and then that way you have, the right foot is on, and we'll be able to see where we're going. I bet with the same stitch settings, now that doesn't get hung up, it's flowing easily through the machine. Now that's a little close together, so I'm going to just go one more touch. No, I actually liked it back where we were, and watch, here's the difference. See how it's all the way closed up here, and it's a little bit more open there? I like a closed zigzag, and I might even move maybe the width just a little bit narrower. So then you're going to align the fabric that you're satin stitching. So the zig just goes, oh, I really got that small. Zig really goes just right off the edge. But now that the stitch length is set, it really looks good. Now if you're going to go around any curves or corners, when you stop, just turn the hand wheel so the needle goes down in the fabric, gives you a little pivot place as you go. So if I was going to pivot at this corner, I'm going to stop with my needle on the far outside right corner and then go ahead and stitch down. So remember I talked about having the stitches closer together. You know what the difference is between this one and this one? Is that the fabric is thinner here and thicker here. So now that I'm on my actual project, I should shorten that stitch length a little bit more if you want it to be a little bit more solid, which would look better, tell you the truth. So test out your settings, obviously on the project fabric you're doing. That way you have it exactly right when you go to stitch.